Thank you for joining me for your weekly horoscope forecast for week commencing the 11th of November for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. There's an absolutely brilliant angle between the Sun and Pluto this week. But it is going to link in with the full moon, which occurs on Tuesday in the sign of Taurus, which is very much to do with security. Whereas Scorpio, the Sun, is very much to do with transformation. In a more practical sense, it can be about longer term finances, business, investment, entrepreneurship. In this opposition with the moon, something may need to be realigned, but Pluto is going to assist, being in a very positive angle to both positions. Pluto is very positive if we can sacrifice ourselves to its influence. So if we resist change because we do want to maintain the status quo at all costs, it can get a bit bumpy. But if we just recognise that change doesn't have to be in a physical or material sense, it can be inside of ourselves. So if there has been something that's been stuck about how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your interrelations with someone you're intimate or close to, or you share a financial partnership, well, I think that Pluto can shine light into the darker corners of this, the hidden side, because the more insight that you can gain from Pluto, the better it's going to be. So this is a full moon generally that I think can be very positive. There's also a terrific angle this week between Mars in the sign of Libra, very much about balance, but it's forging a great link to the ruler of Libra, Venus, and also Jupiter, which themselves are in a conjunction. This combination can make us very confident. It can give us the push to be more playful, to socialise more, to interact. Whereas that Scorpio energy can be a bit sheltered, maybe a bit wary of what people's motives are, quite rightly. So when it comes to money or investment, I wouldn't be rushing in where angels fear to tread, simply because Mars and Jupiter are pushing us to be that much more risk-taking. But what I think they can do is ask us to be a bit more abandoned, especially when it comes to our social situations. Just be conscious that if you meet someone who seems amazing, and it's entirely possible with Jupiter and Venus in a conjunction, because Neptune is squaring up to these two and provides a kind of swirling mist of unreality. If this person or a scheme you're told about seems better than anything you've ever heard about before, well, they might be, but just like the rest of us, they've probably got a few catches, glitches or bumps to their modus operandi or their personality. So just stay resolutely grounded. And of course, with Mercury still tracking backwards, that does provide another potential for mischief. But it will be next week that Mercury goes forwards in Scorpio, and Mars, the co-ruler of Scorpio, also moves into Scorpio, and that's going to be a very exciting phase to look forward to. Your specific forecast, Libra, shows that whilst, yes, there is a full moon in the sign of Taurus, which is about your longer term finances, then maybe some kind of cost is going to come up in the next couple of weeks. And of course, with Mercury still tracking backwards in your second house, if you are owed money about something, it could be rather frustrating that someone's not being as fast to pay this as they could be. But there is also an opportunity to reorganise, especially around household finances. The domestic cost, any kind of rejigging you do could actually be very beneficial. Perhaps you can get a better deal on some kind of financial product, such as a mortgage, which gives you a much more sustainable cost going forwards. So see this full moon as a positive. But this week also sees Mars in your sign forging an amazing link with Jupiter, still goes on from last week, but also with your ruler Venus. Now, those two are in your sector of everyday communications. If you find yourself sparking with someone this week, it could be someone that you have some banter with. It could be whilst you're buying or exchanging something that you realise there's another energy going on that's really exciting. But you can have a real stroke of good fortune this week. It's unquestionable. The only thing that you need to protect yourself is that with Neptune forging a bit of an reality in its angle to Venus and Jupiter, is that your expectations are too high. So it may seem strange that I'm flagging something up, but at the same time just saying, just stay conscious of how this unfolds. But generally speaking, you could do something that's a bit more off the cuff, spontaneous, and it could work out enormously as well, as long as you're just conscious of your obligations, your other obligations. But if you can just separate those and have some fun, this could be the week to really go for it. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you'd like to go beyond your zodiac sign and discover what 2020 will hold for you based on your personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, please see the link beneath this video. You can get the rest of this year free and 30% off. But for now, good luck and goodbye.